Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus and this is Modulus. I streamed this last Sunday, might have been Saturday, I don't know, I've lost track of time. And I managed to get all my jobs done for today and work was finished and so I got all my bits and pieces done. I was like, well, what am I going to do then? Play a game for a couple of hours maybe till dinner. And I was like, well, I enjoyed Modulus, so let's do that again. And then I thought, well, I might as well stream it as well. So yeah, here we are. A second Modulus stream. It's not going to be a series, I don't think. I'll just play it in my own time. But I did really enjoy it, actually, last time. I did play a little bit. I'm just trying to check all my... Trying to be smooth about it and being rubbish. Trying to check all my levels and all that sort of stuff. Make sure audio's going through, audio's coming through. And that we're live on all of the places that we're meant to be live. We are indeed. Excellent. After having some things, but the reason I check all that is because... oh, what's going on there? Because I had a few where it was completely broken or the game wasn't working or you know, or mic wasn't on. So I was meticulous in checking it, but you kind of can't do test streams on Twitch. Yes, so let's hit continue. I did play, I say, for a couple of hours earlier in this week. This game, I mean, it comes out on Thursday, so 2nd of April. They're actually running a competition. It's not a promoted stream as such. I did get sent the code, and what you're meant to do when you have the code is you like play the game and you do like guides and all this sort of stuff. But I'm not a proper streamer or YouTuber or anything really. I do this as a hobby, so this is literally the 5th hour or something I've been playing it. And thank you for the whatever that was, subscribe or watch or follow. I can't remember. Didn't see that happen, but thank you very much. Super kind. Where was I? Yes, so I did play a bit, but what I focused on, we've not made any further progress in the actual like proper tech tree and tutorial and that. What I focused on instead was these module. What does it call them? Module challenges. And as you can see here, this bright yellow thing is because I've done those challenges. Now, very much like Shapes, if you're not encountered this before, if you're watching this first stream or what have you, it's very, very similar to Shapes. It is unique, and I find it slightly more interesting because the unique sort of mechanic to it is where Shapes, you're doing the thing where you've got the big shape and then the machines, do a rotation and, chop it in half and chop it in quarters and all that sort of stuff. This is sort of similar, but the buildings you're doing can do like slightly more complicated operations. So you can slice it into, like quarters or eighths or halves or what have you. So it's a little bit more complicated, and particularly the challenge, because it's very puzzly, a bit like Shapes. And the bit that's a challenge is when you see some of these shapes. So obviously here you've got white and black shapes, and you only get white shapes out of your raw material, so you have to colour half of them in, and as you can see, it does work out to be half from the shapes. But it's all about working out how you're going to chop things up and then reassemble them. Very much like Shapes, but say in a slightly more, I would say, complicated way. But it's no diss on Shapes. But yeah, so shapes like this, or structures like this, I guess, that's a fairly complicated thing to chuck together. So it was a lot of, and I find it a lot of fun to work these out, and clearly because of how it is, you can do this in all sorts of ways. And I'm sure, if I had the time, you could do guides and stuff saying this is the most optimal way of doing it. But I don't play games like that anyway. Oh, hello, Happy Volcano. Welcome. How you doing? Okay. Probably be playing for a couple of hours. I think. It's really just sort of I had nothing else to do, and maybe a couple of hours of Modulus would be a bit of fun. Yes, and what you get for these challenges, one of the things it gives you XP, and XP lets you unlock separate islands. So if we look at the map, I have... Wait, did I unlock another one? I unlocked on stream, last time. We did, this was all part of it. In fact, no, I don't think I unlocked a new one. But this was our sort of second island unlock, and I should have... Here we go, the tickets here are expansion permits, so that would be being able to buy some extra islands basically. So we didn't have any, and now we've got 4. And it says here, I see you had a go at some of the challenge modules. These are meant to sharpen your internal systems. With every completed challenge, you'll become more efficient. Excellent initiative. I do love a self-motivated unit. So as I say, that's basically saying you've done some challenges. Well done. And as I say, once they're filled up, you get this XP, and that lets you buy the extra islands. But it also gives you these, which are like cosmetic items. And I did plop them down. So the two we got, whoops, were the fence, so there's a mini-map, which is this bit here. And as you can see, it sort of adjusts itself to what you're trying to build. So it's just a straight piece, and because I built, you know, this circle / square, it's put in corner pieces. And if we were to add on, I can't remember where they are now. They're in one of these decoratives. Here we go. That one there. So if we add on something there, it would extend it out like that, basically. So yeah. And then if we get rid of that with, I always forget the keybinds. So we get X. But the other one I've unlocked is this light. So we could be plopping these around and making the place look pretty. And there's also, I think I got the build. I think they're just by default. I don't think you unlock them. And then you see it's just and you don't appear to be. I don't think you can edit what it's showing. Which it would be kind of a cool extension of that feature if you could. I keep trying to rotate it with my middle mouse button. But you see it's like a little banner and stuff like that. So say you could make them all super pretty. And you can see I've got two shapes coming across here because I did several of the more complicated ones. I'm guessing, actually, like the way these games often work, as these get more and more complicated, the things you would unlock would make it easier to make them. So I'm probably doing this, I should probably have unlocked more, and it's more complicated than it needed to be. But yeah, as you see, it's just chugging away. It's still making all of these older ones. So it's why it's got the 1383. I don't know if there's an achievement maybe for doing loads and loads of them, like 100,000 or something type achievement. I'm in a weird luxurious position of I'm like the only person, or however many keys they put out is on the Steam, achievements. So all of the achievements are popping as 0.1% of players have done it. So I'm sort of top of the leaderboards by cheating. Okay, so we will progress, as I say, with the actual tutorial, and it's asking us to unlock the stamper node in the tech tree. So if we open the tech tree, which is that one there, and try and find that. That's not the stamper node, is it? Where's stamper? Stamper's down the bottom, I think I saw. Here we go. Your basic stamper can punch out cuboid sections of modules and outputs both results. Can handle input volumes of size 8x8x8. So there you go. That would probably have made one of these. You saw those shapes. Would have made it easier if I'd unlocked it, but it was fine. Stamper can stamp out a selection of voxels. Pretty handy for making holes, for example. Cool. So we've done that bit. Excellent work. You've clearly grasped the fundamentals. From here, your factory will be entirely your own. Should you ever need a reference material, the colony has prepared a manual which can be found in the pause menu. Now the real work begins. Good luck. Okay, so that was actually the end of the tutorial, so I could have done that one, but it looks like it's still giving us objectives though. Deliver one droid. Okay, droids I think these are just bots, aren't they? It calls them. I'm looking at the wrong bit. Where's the... Because we've made this, like, blue pigmenty thing. And we've not actually used it. We've not actually needed to colour anything blue. So I'm guessing droids will require blue pigment. And these are they bots? Yeah, bots. Which I'm guessing it's like an upgrade of the bot, but it might be a completely unique machine. So, reach rank 3, which we've done because I've been doing those delivery targets. Deliver one droid. So, we need to work out how the heckins we build a droid. It's not going to be in a bot assembly, is it? It did say something about a manual. I wonder if that's... No, it's not going to be the mini-map, is it? Tech tree, module challenges, delivery targets, general progression. Oh, droid core facility. Here we go. So this is what we need to be making. And we've got a droid core facility 1, 2, and 3. And then droid assembly 1, 2, and 3. And then hyperdroid. So that must be the next level up. Okay. Okay. So we're busy chucking them in. So that gives us XP as well. That's cool. That's the challenges again. Okay. I wonder if maybe... This doesn't have a search on it, I don't think. No. I wonder if it requires a separate building, maybe. efficiency view. Unlock the efficiency view, which allows you to detect bottlenecks or other problems in the factory. Interesting. Oh, we've got sorters as well. Can filter out specific items on modules from a conveyor belt. Okay. Because I've been messing about and taking ages with it, I've got like 1,200 research cubes, and these are only like 60 each. So I could unlock loads of stuff in theory. Basic assembler. Oh, it speeds it up. Okay. Okay. That would be very useful, I think. Advanced assembler. Can combine 3 modules into a new one. Okay. Can craft modules of size 12 by 12 by 12. It needs a coolant to operate. Okay, so that's a whole separate thing. Coolant there. I wonder if I just unlock the sorters and stuff from a conveyor belt. Unlock storage depot. On a main conveyor. There just might be. Manual is in the pause menu. Okay. Manual. Ah. Okay. Basic controls is fine. Resources. Well, pigment and paint. I wonder if that'll tell me. Blue paint. Paint is always a great mixing a specific pigment colour. Dye mixer operator, for example. Blue paint is created by blue pigment and oil. Keep production of paint is important for later buildings that require coloured modules. Paint production slows down those coloured buildings can't produce. Okay. Conveyor belts we done. Harvester pad is the bot. Gathering thingy, the little drone. Oh, it's counters. It needs some time to calibrate before it can display an accurate number. Okay, so it's like rate. That would be very useful actually, because I'm doing a lot of mental maths and getting it wrong. Miners, we know about oil rigs. Furnaces, we know about. Cutters, assembler, sign. Stampers. Oh, that's the one we've just unlocked, isn't it? Okay, so you like define the area that you want to cut out. Okay. Monotoner we know about. Die mixer we know about. Painter we know about. Okay. And then we got buildings, yeah, cranes and all that. Construction versus production. Oh yes, because it builds the building first. Upgrading. I think I did some upgrading, didn't I? Because that would be useful to upgrade those cranes. And I used to insert buildings. Yeah, we know that. Factory efficiency view. Okay, so that's what it's offering to unlock. And just some stuff about ratios. Okay. Resume. So, let's up back to the tech tree. Where was that? Efficiency view. Let's unlock that then. And that would be the counter. So I've got a ridiculous number of research points. Pointers, operators that cast a coloured beam into the sky to mark an area for visibility purposes. Ah, that would be useful, because that was one thing I was having a little bit. Oh, there's blueprints as well. Storage depot. What was the... Each line to have 8 skylines connected to it. It's not an issue at the moment. Speed up the drones. Okay. Ah, so the cranes can carry more as well. Increase the available cranes. Oh, no, it means more arms. Cool. Which I would quite like. Grey buildings, 3rd floor. Oh, as well. I say we've got loads of points. Droid core, here we go. Produces droid cores used in the process of making droids, hyperdroids, and blue processors. Ah, there we go, blue processors. Okay. Continue droid cores to produce blue processors. Continue droid cores to produce droids. Well, there you go, so I better get one of them then. And, oh, that looks like a bit of a bug. Produces twice as many basic cores as its small version, consumes oil in the process. Okay. So that's bigger, basically. Advanced processing unit. Blue data shards. So that's our next research level, isn't it? I might as well unlock all of this. So I've got plenty of points. Although we just ran out there, but cool. So we need to build a droid facility. Where are you? Droid core. Droid assembly. Advanced processing plant. Okay, so we need to make droid cores and a droid assembly. Now, we presumably have to stick them in one of these thingies again, but we do have this other island that's got... No, not that one. Which is our one... Here we go. Cool. I wonder if I can build across. Just let me check. Yeah, so you can do it. I can do an underground thingy there. Okay, that's cool. So we need to build a droid core. Was it under blue? Yeah. Droid core facility. Small. Let's not isolate it immediately. Let's just plop it down so I can at least see what we need to provide it with. We need to give it some 2x2x8 blue thingies. And some, oh, crikey, that's an interesting shape. And there's a good one for the stamper, I think. Okay. But it's also half and half. Oh, weird shape. Half and half black and white, isn't it? Okay, well, let's start with that one then. In fact, let's just pin them all. Let's start with that one. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 and blue. Now, we obviously have blue somewhere. Where did I end up with that being? Over here. Okay. So, would be better, I guess, to rebuild that and have the blue coming over to this island then, if I'm going to just stick it in there. Trouble is, it doesn't have resources on its own. So should we unlock another island maybe? If it'll let us. I don't know what the restrictions are. Oh, look at all of that resource there. Choices. Because we could mine it all up and, you know, that'd be quite a good island to just build a relatively simple structure like that. And then punt it over. And if we, say, rearrange all this so that the blue is coming this way rather than going that way. I mean, I do have spare resources on here. But then this needs another blue thing as well, doesn't it? Yeah, that's blue as well, isn't it? Okay, so let's rearrange this then. Cool. So get that working. In fact, I might as well just delete it. Hello, Joe Henny. Welcome. How are you doing? Well? Let's not get ourselves in too much. I can get rid of them there. Cool. And then if we move this, I don't know why I keep moving the trees rather than I can just delete them, but I don't know. Because you can build them. You just throw trees in wherever you want, but I don't know. Feels like I want to keep them. Right, so that's there, and that's, so if we put, say, because I think we're probably going to need, because I don't think it was very productive, the old blue machine. Where does it live? Not a stamper. Where was that? Not an oil rig, extractor. Oh, here we go. Painter. No. Painter module on new colour note. Dye mixer, that's it. Yeah, I don't think it was very quick, this. So we're probably going to want to... Oops. Have multiple of them. What's your production rate? Oh, choose recipe. I got the thingies now. No, 7.5, 7.5, 15. Okay. 15. So, how much are you making? You're making 60. So, we've got loads there. We could support 4 of them. And then this wouldn't be too difficult because 60 is what a belt takes, isn't it? So that's doing how many? It's about 5 a minute, but 2 of them. Or I think that must mean 10, but 2, if you see what I mean. Yeah, that's 10. That's running at rate, isn't it? So, okay, so we're only taking 10 over. Now, is that... I mean, it seems to be starving for stuff. So I think we can probably grab some more of them. What was it? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So it looks like it's a belt's worth of stuff. Let's just take them all down here. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. There you go. Okay, so that should make that up to 60. I don't know that this can handle 60, but we shall see. I know all of these are these are like, yeah. Don't forget 30 in or something like that. And then there's 30 there as well. But we'll see. Okay, so in the assumption that that produces something closer to what we're after with the blue, let's just build 4 of these just for the sake of it. Yeah. So we need to split that into 4, really, don't we? Both of them. No. Wrong button. Okay, so get our splitter. And then pop that. Oops, no. Got to turn it around. And then it's always the thing in these games of getting used to exactly how they've done the controls. Because obviously in Factorio that's R, but in this it's T. Or well, it's not R, is it? It's because it's flip, so it's H and V. Yeah, might as well do that there. That. And then we want... where was our colour? Dye mixer, there we go. So, let's do our finest spaghetti. In fact, these are quite slow, I think, coming out, aren't they? Yeah, because it's like... Oh no, well, it sort of doubles it up, effectively. 7.5 in, we're getting 15 out, I think. Yeah, so 4 of them, 15, 30, would fill a belt. Okay. Okay. And then I might as well pop that one there. And then we should put another one. Oops. Let's put one there. Where's the output on it? That side. Okay, if we flip it round. And then... maybe if I underground that one. And then we can have that go across there. And that straight into that one. Cool. And then... same again, I guess. Maybe put that there. And have one going that way. that. And painter, not painter. Let's have you. Where do you want to put you? Could be doing it more like a manifold, couldn't I? But what the heck? Oh. It's not worth doing if it's not spaghetti. Okay. Oh, because I didn't copy that. Cool. So that gets us, assuming there's the stuff coming in, which there probably isn't, but 60 or a full belt of the actual die. Okay. And then... Oh, I didn't buy that island, did I? Let's buy you. Okay. And what do we need to build? It's a 2x2x8. Okay. So effectively, if we slice a 4x4 in half, 4x4x4 in half, then we'll get 2 lots, won't we? Let's stick it back together. Okay. I know what I mean. Oops. So I want to do that. So blueprints are going to be quite useful, aren't they? Let me get them unlocked. Do that one, and then that. Oops. There we go, and then pop a. I'm sure I get used to the symbols eventually. But that's it. Pop that. So that gives us. Yeah, so if I slice them in half, and then, well, slice them into quarters. Yeah, okay. So if we split that, I can never remember how much a cutter can handle. Let's pop one on. 15 a minute. Okay, and we're getting 60 out. Okay. So if we... So maybe I give a manifoldy style one a go. So we would be splitting. In fact, we split it that way, and then take that up there, and it'd be the same again, wouldn't it? So it'd be boop. Of course, that then is 2. So if we go 1 like that. And then that gets us, so we got, because it's like an even, oh, it's an even split though, isn't it? So that's actually 2. Yeah, so it didn't quite work like that. I guess in the higher, it would make more sense with the higher level ones. But okay. Why is that not 3? Here we go. So if we do it, don't want to block myself off too much from them. Allow them to rebuild everything. Do them there. I think that's right cutting. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not connected up. Okay. Give me some blocks to do some cutting. Cool. So we would want to split that like that, I think. And then, because that handles 15, doesn't it? But it produces 30. So it then needs to go into another splitter, which I've done the wrong key on again. Then we go cutter again. For this one, we slice it again. But then we would need an assembler on the end there. Yeah. We stick it together. Just wondering, I mean, what I could try and do, maybe. I say it means bringing the oil over here rather than... Because I could obviously paint these once they're finished, or I could paint the cubes, you know, before I even chop them up, I assume. And I guess in the latter... So paint them before chopping them would be the most efficient, I would guess. But I don't know if the painter uses, like... Because we've not actually used it. You know, whether it uses a certain volume per number of cubes. That would be my guess. Anyway, point is, let us build some. Let's just make sure we've got the right shape. After I cut that up last time. Oops. Yes, so that's a 2 by 2 by 2, 4, 6, 8, isn't it? Yeah, so right shape, wrong colour. Cool. Right then. So, I guess the other question is, what ratio is it? Looks like it's 1 to 1 to 1, is it? Okay, so we need to make the same number of everything. But are either of them 32 voxels? Oops. 48 voxels, 48 voxels. So this is the smaller one. Okay. Okay. Not that it matters. Really. Let's just get one made. So, just, and not least of all, so that I can see how the heck a painter works. Okay, so we need to put the fluid into one side. And then the actual thing into the... Okay. So let's just slap one down. And we'll do... Let's do our output is there. And you need at least one crane. So I can see that we're doing the right thing. Pop that in there. So let's just chop them in there. See if we can get at least one made. So if we're making that one, because that's like, if we're to take what we've got here and like slice it in half again, then that would give us the 3 shapes. And if we do that before we colour those 2 in, we can kind of reassemble them. But also, I mean, that would then be a 3 entry. Oh, yeah, so we got that right. Cool. And the light level, I don't think I can do it though, can I? Because the level 2 assembler, was it level 2? It might have been level 3. That's the speed of it. Wasn't there... Ah, yeah, here we go. But it's blue cubes. Okay. It's just that that's three things coming in. So that would have been quite useful. But we're nowhere near blue cubes yet. So how many cubes have we got then? We've got blue and yellow. Anything else? Those are all white again. That's white. So it looks like there's 3 cubes. Okay. That's research cubes, that is. Okay. Okay, so that's that, at least making some of those. What's the rate on this, though? This looks quite slow. 15 a minute. Okay. And we're pumping out... Well, it says 15. No. Okay. So why is this going so slow, then? I guess it isn't. It's just that's what kind of accumulated on the belt before we did it, and then they're going in at about the right rate. Okay, that's fine then. We'll just do the one on that then, and then we shall make the other shapes. Okay. So as I say, oops, this shape. If we just take these blocks and like slice them in half, we get the components for making that. Just that 2 of them are the wrong colour. Oops. So let's do that then. I might as well unpin that one. Okay, so we can simply copy and paste, and then copy and paste, and then copy and paste. Now that gets us some more of them. That's going to be quite, because obviously it's bigger shape. So do we want to... But then I'm only making 60 of these. 50, it is queuing up, but then I suppose this is stopped, is it? Yeah, it's stopped. Okay. I'm only making 60 of them. So if I'm using... And I think there'd be probably more to it, but we might as well just make try and make one of these. Cool, okay. Okay, so if we... What do we want to do? We need to slice them in half. Now what's coming out of there? 15. It just doesn't seem very many. It doesn't matter. There's no time constraint on it. No, that's not rotate. That's rotate. So if we split... No, we can stick them straight into a cutter. Slice them in half. Is that right? Yeah, that's going to be right. Cool. And then we want to split it. And cool. So let's just do it in a very basic way, because we then need to stick two of them together. So if we split it again and put an assembler. Oh, I need to configure it, idiot. Let's flip that. No, wrong flip. No, no, no. I always mess up these. There you go. There we go. Cool. Do that. So we then have our two shapes. Now, we are limited in the number of sky lifts, but we're not at any. Yeah, there we go. This operator reached on this island. Okay. So maybe we would be better get rid of all that, and then instead of that we chuck more, because we've got loads of these, loads of space on that belt rather. Oh, we did another one of the things. It's been chugging away. Cool. So if I cut, no, E, that's it, isn't it? Move, there we go. So we do that. And then instead of cutting them as well, okay, I feed those onto the same belt. And now instead of throwing them all that way, we split them like that. In fact, where could we do that? Oh, better if I wasn't chucking them all on the same belt. That'd probably be kind of easier, really. Let's put this, if we split that there, and then put that on there, and then oops, no. And then actually we might, if we're going to combine them, we might as well have coloured them in first. How long can that be? Yeah, that's fine. Look at that. So then, so out here we're getting that flat, you know, that sort of vertical bit rather, in clear. So we kind of want this. Want another one of these. In fact, actually, it's the other way around then, isn't it? Would be easier. Put that there. And then have... No. Output. But if I do it the other way around... No. No. And then we'll have another assembler there. No, I need to... That's stick... Wait, what are you doing? You're going to be wrong anyway because we need to change the colour. But that gives me the flap. Yeah, so it will be another assembler. And another one of them. And then say instead of combining these together, we might as well... Which is the input? It's like there, isn't it? Move our trees again. Just sort of stick that in there. Oh. I like that it fills up the colour thing. It's kind of cute. Reset. Boop boop. And then what was it? Rotate it, transform it, rotate it. Rotate it, transform it, rotate it. So that gets us the flat bit. And so this... Oh! I guess they're the old ones now. Oh, here we go. That... Don't want to put it over there. Oops. Like that. There we go. Beautiful. And then let's just stick another crane on. Oops. There. In fact, we could flip that around. And then put that in there. It'll be quite slow, this, I think, but it's that thing I say, I say all the time when I play these building and manufacturing games. Maybe other people aren't like this, but it tends to be like first time you play it through is like you just complete and total mess because you're learning what's going on, and then second time you're a bit better, and then third time you're better again. That's what I enjoy about them, really. Cool. So that's loading them in there. We need to make this other one now. This other one doesn't need blue. It just needs... It's a weird shape, though, isn't it? But it's got a thing there that would clearly be, as well as those, in combination rather with those, a good choice for stamping, possibly, because... Would it? How might I do that? So if we made a flat 4x4 and then stamped out that bit, we would end up with two 2x2s, wouldn't we? Which are a fairly good match for them. So we'd then need a single 8 1x8 sort of thing. Which is kind of the bit I enjoy in this game, because it's like there's not... You can do this in any way that you want. I'm sure there is like the most optimal and what have you, but it's up to you how you make that shape. Whereas with shapes, it's sort of a bit more obvious. Oh, you've got to rotate it and then colour it in, sort of thing. Cool. Yeah, let's give that a go then. So what we want, say, is some squares. It's going to be interesting sticking it all together at the end, though, isn't it? Because that's then going to be... Well, saying that, what I could do squares, 4x4s, stamp, and then that's just a square, and then the two stamps I can split in half. Yeah, see if we can get that to work. Yeah, go on then. So we've done this one. Get rid of that. Now, why don't we use the rest or some more of this? The other half there. What I should probably do is like double that up because the low production volume. But so we're learning what we're doing. Because we can do another one of these. A limit is 2, I think. Yeah, we can do a second one. Okay, so let's assume that at some point maybe I will double that up. In fact, let's just do that. Well, I can't. Well, can't support it with the thing. I don't think, or can I? Because what I'm actually getting out there is half of what's going in, isn't it? Because that's, even though that's 15, or is that producing 60? No, it's only producing 15 out of the furnace. So that's all kind of irrelevant, isn't it? Sounds like the kids are back on the motorbikes. That's fun for everyone. You won't be able to hear that because it's noise gated. Yeah, why don't we pop in another little mining stack. Pop ourselves a furnace in. Cool. Because that's now probably getting 15. Which is splitting to 30. And that's producing 30, 15, 50. Yeah, so it's a bit more balanced on that, just that one. But we can use this one. Now, I said I was going to do it out of squares, didn't I, basically? 1x4s. So we need to split that. It's only giving us 15. So we need to stick it straight into a cutter, I think. Might as well. Slice it up. And that gives us the four things. And we're only gonna use 3 of them. But that's fine. I don't mind that. I need to clear that belt. Said. There we go. Cool. So shall we move them over? Or do we want to stick things together first? Let's send them over. Because we can only support one of these sky bridges at the moment. Let's send them over that way. Pop out. Whoops, pop out there maybe. And then 1, 2. Yeah, because one of them we need to split it in half. There we. Which way around do I want to colour it? I think colour it once I've put the bits on, I think. Yeah, okay. So if I split and then so I don't know whichever would be best, but those are the ones we're going to use on the bottom, and now these ones on the top. That's actually producing 60, isn't it? So we are getting 60 out. Okay, so that's 30 and 30. We do have that counter thing, I think, do we? No. I need to. No, I don't need to split it again. Well, maybe. How much does the 15? Yes, we do need to split it again then. So we can. Oh, it goes out in left and right. Sorry, left and up. Okay. If you can flip it there. So if we do, let's move it over a little bit. There maybe, and then one. Well, Let's actually set the thing first. Because we want to split that. And now, oops. And where we want to stamp is that bit. Yeah, so that gives us a little square and that thing. Okay. But it only handles... Now, which bit's coming out of where? Guessing it's related to... So the top one is maybe the little square, is it? No. Can I tell? Oh, no, so it's coloured. So green... I wonder if I can change the colour. No. I'm not going to flip the machine, but... So the green one... Oh, it's not coloured on the outside. Okay. Never mind. So that's the bit we want to stick together. So if we do 2 of those, and 15 coming out, so if I copy that one, pop that there, then our assembler can go right on the output there, and boop. Boop. Gives us the top bit. Cool. Now at the 2 sides, we need to split, because we're getting these 2 holes, and we need to split both in half. Okay. Or cut both in half, rather. So, if we, maybe, because we then need to combine it with that square there. So do I maybe put... If we do that, and we like belt that way, use an undie. Oops. Like that. And we need to split that. Oh no, split that in half. So it's going to be 30 coming out of there? Yeah. Now we want to copy that. Oops. So we get 30 of the tiny little bits. I mean, the numbers don't really matter as such, but... So I want to stick both of those. Because what I could do... Probably not the best, or in fact, actually, let's not do that. Let us instead put that on there, that on there, and then split, and then assembler, and put both of those into the correct orientation. And do the same again. So we now have the 2 end bits, and we just need to combine it with that. But, of course, that's 3 operations, so we need 2 assemblers at the moment. So, given we got to push this out somewhere, how about and move some trees again? Let me grab the tree. There we go. How about we underground it there? In fact, why don't, if I flip that round, then I can probably... It's almost tidy. Well, it's not, but it's almost tidy. Oh no, I want to stick both of those into an assembler, don't I? So, get rid of that. And then tunnel to there instead. Put that there and there. Stick them in an assembler. Output from that one. And then this is going to be our, like, holy one. Yep, so we got that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That. 2, 3, 4. Yep, cool. And then we take these all the way down here. Do need to remember to colour this in though. Take all of these, chuck them down there. And then, let's put the monotoner on. Well, how many does that handle? We might need several. Let's just do one for now. Just see what's going on. So we want to take that. Nope. Nope. Yep. Add that on there. And that gives us that shape. And then we paint it black. Now, how many's coming out? 15 in theory. So without seeing all the efficiency levels and what have you, and I can't remember how to get that. Efficiency view, there we go. Oh, okay. I mean, these are obviously red because they're stopped. So we kind of need to have it running, I think, before this would make any sense. Because, you know, that's red because this is all bunged up. So it's not actually doing it. But in theory, I mean, I'm splitting that into 30. There's obviously 30 coming there. Which is kind of too many, isn't it? But that's fine. Because that then is handling 15 become... Yeah, so it's 15 coming out of there. So 15 coming out of there is correct, as it were. And how many are we getting here? This is getting the output of that. So that's 30 coming in. No, 30 going out, which is split in there. So 15. So 215. So it's 15 all the way, I think. And 15 is correct because there's 30 coming down there, but it'll just be slow sort of thing. And this is 15, so I think all matches. We shall see. And therefore we should have... I have to move that tree again, don't I? Oh. So, that's not black. Then I think it's just because it's run through. No. Did I not set that? I didn't set it, did I? Oh, it's on white. Okay. You do a black one? Yeah. Okay. Set, reset, reset. Here we go. So pop you. Take you. Figure. There we go. Super duper. Which I'm just going to chuck it on the end there. Oops. There you go. Cool. So hopefully that should... Yeah, so we just need to feed it 32. Okay, let's have a look and see at this efficiency jobby then. Efficiency view. Okay. So it's yellow still. No, it's green now. Cool, okay. And these are obviously rare to say because it's all stopped. I'm guessing this will chug its way to greenness. No, it won't, will it? Because there's half of this not being used. So they will stay yellow. Okay, that's quite useful. Wait, let's have a look at some of my older builds, because some of them I was getting confused with the maths. Yeah, so some of these... Yeah, I'm splitting it and not splitting it. Okay. That's all green, isn't it? Okay. These aren't, though. Why is that? Yeah, because I'm just not using it. It's all very slow. And I think this was Can I now? I can add more cranes now. Cool. Okay, because that was the problem. This wanted a ratio of 8:4:4. So which is the extra? It's this flat black one. There we go. So we add on an extra crane for that one. Yeah. Do the efficiency view. Then they should slowly. Well, assuming this can process or deliver by drone anyway. Or we could do a second drone. Interesting. I mean, it's not, you know, we're underusing it, so fine. That's a very neat way of showing it. Yeah, that's all not. I'm sure that all trickle. Oh, so we've got some reds here. Okay. Oh look, I've got some unused buildings there. And then this where I'm doing splitting, and then because I had like 4 lines on it, and then I was like, oh, well, I don't need them. I don't need to. I don't need half of them. So cool. But yeah, it's a very useful view, isn't it? And not so. This isn't running at all at the right rate, presumably because. Oops. H was it? There you go. Yeah, although this is all green. Oh, it's the wrong thing. So it's this one. Where's them coming from? From there. Oh, this is our cores again. Yeah, so although this is all green, it's only half or less than what we need to support this building, which is why then these are all not running at rate. Cool. Okay, makes a lot of sense. How are we doing? Have we made our droidy McDroidmason? Where the heck is it? Can't do the wrong thing. Let's go on my mini-map. It's over here, wasn't it? There we go. Cool. Ah. Oh yes, I forgot to add a drone thing. Refinery. No, it's in the other tab, isn't it? There we go, harvester pod. And then might as well just chuck them straight in, really. I'll put that there. Assign you to there. And throw them in there. Oh wait, I don't actually need to send them, do I? No. What I need is for them to go into the droids. This won't take them, I don't think. No, yeah, so that was wrong. What I need to do instead is stick them into a droid assembly small. And then we can put them into our building. Okay, so droid assembly small. Like, yeah, because that's the cores. So we need to give it them as like its bonus resource or whatever we want to call it. But we got to make all of these wacky and wonderful things. Look at the state of that one. 88 voxels, enormous. I mean, that one looks relative. In fact, we could do that straight away because we've got 4x4 squares. We're going to end up with 2x2 bits though, which I guess we could put in there if that's then the same as that one. So we punch those out and punch those out. In fact, we're starting to get into the territory where it's like makes sense to just make that shape and then send it to different places. Because so far it's all been fairly easy to self-contain. But if we were to make a 4x4, which we're already doing, make 4x4s, punch some holes out, then we can use them in both. That, in fact, that's what the end piece is as well. It's just that some of them we need to turn black, some of them we need to keep white, some of them we need to turn blue and punch a hole in. And we can use that as well. And then that should give us If we do the colouring after the thing, because these are all 0 of 32, so we need to produce, say, not that I'm really all that fussed, but exactly the same number of each one, which means if we were getting 4, because we've got 2 there and 2 there, then that gives us those 4 bits, doesn't it? So if I was all that fussed about it, we could get it to balance up. Okay. But certainly getting more challenging anyway. What does this do? Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's because when it gets super complicated, you know, you're getting super fiddly shapes, you need to work out which bits you need to make in what colour. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we have. Oh, I should pin that, shouldn't I? Pin all. Get rid of that one. Close. Escape. Cool. So say we have like spare ones of these. So that one is short, isn't it? Because yeah, I'm only sort of building it up quite slowly. I wonder if the efficiency view will. Yeah. Yeah, so I could do that a lot more efficiently, but who cares? Okay, so I say we know we're underproducing there. Was this working at? Yeah, so this could support. Yeah, so we could just take some off of there, split it basically, and it is just. In fact, if we. Yeah. Okay. If I do a split here, and then I guess because some I need straight, some I need as is. Some I need to colour black and some I need to colour blue. But I don't want the... So the white ones... Yeah, okay. So if I... Split it again. So what I should do is work out all the maths on it, really. I'm not going to bother, though. Am I? I've got... Because I've got four squares of blue. And then 2 and 2. So 4 squares of blue, 2 of white, and 2 of black. So if we were... Say, it's not going to do the right numbers. But if we're splitting that there... Then we could take some... and do the whole bluification. That's half of them. And then if we take a split there and colour half of them in which is say, well, let's do it that one. And what are you going to, you are blue and black. So that gets us, I think, yeah, the black squares. And then we've got the white squares. But some of those... No, that's numbers-wise, that's fine, isn't it? What we need to do is take these, stamp all of them in the middle, and then turn some blue and some not blue. Cool, I think that's right. Yeah, so if we get rid of that, do a split, saying I'm not Not worrying at all about like ratios and volumes and stuff. Take that and that. So that gives us the square bit, as it were. And then if we do another one there with a split there, then that gives us the white bit. And then if I flip that round and put that one there, that one there, then we can arrange them like so. Alright, needs to be 4 between them, doesn't it? Configure. Just check what shape's coming out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. I think so. So then, volumes of this are just going to be rubbish, aren't they? Let's take that there, because we need to bring blue over from somewhere. Let's take this blue, steal that. I mean, we need to colour all sorts of things blue, but we're making so few of these. More just sort of proving the principle, really. So these ones are the ones we need to stamp. And, I mean, actually we could do that earlier. We could do that here somewhere. Stomp out. I need to know which way round it's going to stamp. And we need to cut the middle bit out, please. Can I not say I click and drag, then release the select stamped area. Right button, drag to rotate the camera, scroll down, change module rotation direction. Deliver one droid. And I guess I can see in the orientation of the building, and that's coming out of the front, I guess, and that out the side from where these chutes are. But that appear, I guess what it's saying is that the stamped bit is always coming out of the side. I think that's what it's basically doing. Let's just put a belt on so I can see what. Yeah, so that's the stamped bit. Okay. So, what we're going to need to do is half of the stamped bits. Just stick them together first. Because we're getting 15 out. Yeah, let's split that. Do I want to do that there, really? Oh, it's fine. Are you even playing a construction management game if you're not making some spaghetti? Okay, so that's like, because it's like a bar magnet, isn't it, basically? So that gets us the 2 halves. So we go that way. Oops, not a cut. And then I want to, excuse me, split that. Then one of them, one half, needs painting. Particularly weird shaped building, that, isn't it? I guess that's part of the idea. If I put it there, then what I can actually do is like tunnel that part and then put that there. So we need to bring blue in there. Where was our blue? Our blue is here. Let us, in finest spaghetti style, leap over. In fact, no, that would be a terrible idea. Let's leap over there, which I can't do, too far. There we go. In there. And then as it happens, that fits there. We're going to need to split it though. Because we've got to colour something else in blue as well. What am I doing? There we go. So yeah, we'll just pop a splitter in. Yeah, it's fine. What are we getting out of there? We're getting the two halves of the bar magnet. Which should be... Oops.
New module created.
Yeah, there we go. So that's correct. In quotes. Put that there. Give us a crane. Start chucking them in. We've also then got... Don't I have the whole... Have I done the whole bunch? It's interesting that keeps going. Maybe it's internally buffering it? But I'm not doing anything with the, you know, the ring, as it were. And yet it's still processing it. So I guess maybe, I say it's either buffering it or it just destroys it. Interesting. Because, I say, like a Factorio, that it would block up, basically. Yeah, interesting. Okay. But yes, we need all of the ring pieces. That's not quite what I mean, but all of the rings need to be blue. So, I need to do another one of them. There. All the rings are blue, yeah. All the rings are blue. And this is already stuck together, isn't it? But it's in completely the wrong place, as per. So we need to hop over. How long can you make them? That long. Okay. So that needs to come out of there. Oh, I should have... I could have done a kink there, couldn't we? Oh. So we should be getting... Excuse me. Wait, so that's the blue holes we need to stick together, basically, as it were. So we need to split because we want half of the blue holes just stuck in an assembler. That would probably... Let's preemptively turn that around. Yeah, so we want... I guess, I don't know if it needs to be vertically or not. I don't think so. The shape is the shape is the shape. So that's our blue figure of 8. And it's happy with that. Cool. We'll just stick them all on the same belt, to be honest with you. It's so slow, this. So that's those two. But we need these combined with our other shape that we've already made. I don't want to turn them around because didn't we need to bother, did we? But oh well. Put that in there and them in there. And so this... I've got to do 2 of them, haven't I? Yeah. That's not going to work. Well, can work but can't work. Okay, so... In that case... Saying just in the for the sake of making them. Is that going to work, or am I blocking everything up? Because we want to split this, basically. So the maths is all completely off. We'll see that in the efficiency thing. So if I flip all that round. Oops. Okay. So I need to reset this a few times, I think. Let it chug through a bit, because what we're also going to then have to do is combine it with another one. So I should have flipped that around. Whoops. So that we can put one there, and one on so I need that. Rotate you around there. Transform you.
New module created.
There we go. I say the numbers are all horrible. Yo, but we need to give it cores as well, don't I? I didn't do that. So we need to move. Let's move this here. So just chuck them in. Crane. I think we need to give it cores. Oh, it needs to build itself first, doesn't it? Cool. So I do really enjoy this. It's sort of slightly more complicated than, or for me it is anyway, you know, mentally. But I quite enjoy the whole, like I was saying, you know, you could build that, you could make that as a 4x8 and then stamp it twice type of thing. Whereas I've made 4x4s and stamped each of those and then stuck them together, you know. So it is quite sort of open how you do it, although I'm sure your nil houses would come up with this is the most efficient way of doing it, but I don't tend to play with that in that sort of way. How are we doing? We've got a few more of them to go in. I think that's it. I think that's all the bits it needs to make droids. I wonder what it tells. What's it going to show me on it? Oh yeah, look at that. Horrible horribleness. But that's all for that other building, isn't it? So it's not really that's the problem. Yeah, need it all to be running really to show where my horrible inefficiencies are. Ah, it's queued itself up, hasn't it? Because it can't put them in. Ah, that's the problem. It's all right. Once it's done, that'll be fine. But until then, it won't be. So how about I just sort of chuck them in straight as is. Whoops. Because basically, I've queued up more than I need of one. Oops. Of one thing. So although eventually it'll all be fine. TM. At the moment, it's imbalanced. In other words, it's got all the bar magnets. So, you know, they block anything else coming in. Cool. let's have a look at how we're doing on tech tree then. I might could also, I mean, obviously I've done, you know, because I've done all of these, I could just go, you know, it's still chucking them in sort of thing, making them and chucking them in. So I could tear it all down and, you know, use that space and the materials and what have you. But yeah, whatever. In fact, I've done all three. I've done all three at level 2, haven't I? I hadn't realised that. Got confused. But yeah, like this shape would have been probably a lot easier because I made it by doing the 3 bits there and then also separately making those things. But if we'd had the stamper, we could have just made 4x4s, excuse me, stamped and rearranged. so yeah. My setup for making that is way more complicated than it needs to be. Cool. Okay. How are we doing? And like, I can unlock 4 islands, so you know I don't need to be, you know, squishing that all together or what have you. Well, I'm guessing they get more expensive as you go along. You can't tell I'm rabbiting just to fill the time. I will make 15, or rather 17 weird boxy things. Let us, I guess, because we have to deliver these, don't we? Let's do that bit. Harvest a pod. Put it there. Put them in there. Cool. Oh, crikey. 4:30. Yeah, so that's only running at half the rate, isn't it? And that's half. And then that has a knock-on effect, basically. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so I mean, I guess also worth repeating for anyone that is coming on and joining, they're currently running a bit of a competition over on the Steam page. You can go and find details on that. Win like a keyboard and like game code and stuff. I haven't looked at it in too much detail because obviously they sent me one. Not a keyboard, but a code. Yeah, and it comes out on Thursday, I believe, 2nd. Just ahead of the Easter holiday. I won't be streaming it. Well, I won't be streaming it this weekend. It's got so much to do. Also, probably won't stream over Easter. I'm meant to be going to see a family, but I don't know whether that's going to happen or not. Possibility on the Tuesday, maybe, when I'm back. I should be doing other things, but I can't be bothered. Right. I mean, we did make all of these, so I guess we could take the pin off. Shall I go and see about deleting some of my old buildings? See how much real estate we free up. Oh well, there you go. This is my when we were making when I said I was making these ones, the weird shaped ones. This is all of the splitters and stuff that it took to do that. As I say, we could probably replace it with about 6 buildings now with the stamper. Yeah, might as well get rid of that. I might just leave the bridge in just because. Try and keep the trees as well. Oh! Oh! What are you complaining about? Oh, I guess because it's a lot. It's just checking with me because I'm deleting a big chunk, maybe? Don't know. Yeah. Must be that there's a... Once you're deleting so much, it checks with you. Nice little sort of safety feature. We can get rid of most of this as well, I think. Get rid of all of it, really. But cool. What are you making? You're doing all the dye stuff, aren't you? And those are the... I made the extra cores. That was it telling me to do that. Whereas, isn't it this bit that's one of the... Yeah, those are our weird shapes. Okay, so we can get rid of that. All of that stuff? Yeah. Cool. There must be another one. Are any of these still ticking? So that's still ticking up, isn't it? Where is that? Where is that? That's there. Okay. Probably turn out... Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I need to do that. It would turn out that these are vital, you know, vital shapes that I could just transform. So I get rid of all of this, can't I? It is quite fun deleting them. I've got a satisfying noise. Right. Could also, since I'm not doing anything with that. Oh, okay then. Cool. How are we doing? Where are we doing? Oops. How are we doing? Just 3 more of the old end cubes. Partly waiting because I think I need to stick cores in like the other machine. But I can't tell until we've actually built the building. It does seem to be taking a very long time. Have I broken something there? Might be the lack of blue. Blue is very slow. Is that me accidentally deleting something? I bet it was a buffer thing. I bet this had so much in it. The 240. That's what's 6.25. Oh, look, it's got some maths on it. Crane speed, resources needed. Place cranes. I bet output. Okay. It's only producing 6.25. Yeah, because the output is the 2. It's 2 pigments. Crane speed is 15. So is it this one that's... Yeah, because although they put 60 on the belt, I never added on extra cranes today. So at the very least we can do a second one now. Oops. So that doubles it up. Ah, so that will make 3 per thing. And only cost 12 cubes, which I've now accumulated 1230 of. Ah, so, but we've still got to stick the bits in. Making the buildings out of the thing was what actually attracted me to this. When I played the demo the first time, it sounded like a neat little idea that, you know, you actually build the building out of the things that you eventually use. So a bit like putting blue circuits in it, but it's made of blue circuits in Factorio. I had thought you know, when I saw it, I'd misinterpreted it, and that you designed these basically, but they are sort of preset things. Cool. Okay, so in theory that gives us now 3. So our output is now 11.25. So what should I actually probably do? Because are we way over? I was going to say that's not. What you're only making 15. I just wondered because I could do a second one of these. You see. But actually, you use that. Is it eating it all up now, basically? Let's have our efficiency view on. Yeah, you see, because these are all green now. So we are using them at the rate, as it were. That one is not. What are you doing? You're a furnace. Doing. Yeah, so where I'm splitting that. So there's only 7.5 going in there. So it becomes 15, which is enough for that one, making 60. So that's blocked because actually I should have like 2 of them. Are you staffed for them? Can't tell. Don't think you're staffed for them, are you? That's fine. Okay, how are we doing? Got a bit more blue coming in. Have we finished? Not quite. We need one more. How about we just steal... Because we've got double what we need here. I know it's robbing Peter to pay Paul, but... Paul's got plenty of money. So yeah, let's just take them. Just so that we can do that one. So I just want to see it make a level 2... Sorry, make a droid, basically. Which one are we missing? The square ends one. Which is you, isn't it? Gloop. Oh, here we go. There it is. Our last one. Off she goes. Oh, it makes 2 droids. Yeah, so it is going to use the cores. Okay. It's really something, you know, akin to its brain, basically. But we would need way more bits and pieces, wouldn't we? How do I assign a second? Okay, it would have to go to a separate building, would it? Interesting. Unless I can add... Can you... With the... let's look at the blue one. Can I assign a second? No. I guess it means, so if I did another blue building, you could assign a second droid there. Yeah, you see this is now run out, basically. Because this is not as efficient as it should be. Mainly, I think, because this... I'm only splitting... Okay, maybe we could fix that. So if we go... Move that, say... Although I would need to... Oops. Quite sure what I did there. Oh no, it's producing the same
Delivery
thing.
target completed.
Oh, there we go. First try, wonderful. Each one is worth 100 basic watts. Although don't tell them that. I don't want to give them a complex, poor things. Okay. So we're very, very slowly making the droids. Unlike Tech Tree Node Grey Nexus, Blue... Oh. Transmission incoming. Unknown origin point processing information. Greetings. We are the GNN. We observe, we process, we integrate. You have appeared on our long-range cognition arrays. Your patterns suggest growth, curiosity, capacity. To stabilize our connection, examine the technology we have shared. Research the neural monuments. Show us how you build. Ah. Is there a plot to this? Does it have a story as well? Show as you build. I don't know. So I don't know if it's probably like the thing we're already working for, but it looks slightly different. Oh no, we have a second. Ah, okay. Ah, so we have like alternate 4,000. Blimey. But yeah, like an alternate tech tree in a sense. I mean, it isn't, but you know, it's just attached to our existing one. But wowza, 4,000 of the cubey things. Crikey. Interesting. I was not expecting that. A twist. But yeah, let's do what it asks. Then first off, we want grey Nexus, blue Vault, and yellow Spire. Okay. Where would they be then? What was it? Grey Nexus. So there's not, as far as I'm aware, there's no search on it. I guess it. What do you want a Nexus? I mean, I guess Nexus is a building, but counters, pointers, assemblers. Don't want a freight hub, do we? Those are all about speed boosts. Unless it meant them, does it? Oh, that is the grey nexus. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's telling me to do them. Ah, okay. So those are our ultimate objectives. Okay. But they're a long way off, I think. Certainly if we have to do the yellow ones as well. Interesting. Okay. So those are like our, launch a rocket goals in Factorio rather than short-term do this technology next. Okay. Okay, Lador, welcome. Hello, is this the full release? It is indeed, yes. This was a code that was gifted to me as a thing. But yes, this is the full game. I'm not very far in at all. I've done, this is like effectively my 6th hour playing it. And obviously, I did play the demo, but I played for like half an hour just to get a feel of it. And also didn't really have the time. So I didn't really unlock anything that was really in there. I think I made bots basically, and that was it. And there was more to it, but yeah, so this is the full release, but I'm not very far in at all. I kind of do a lot of my YouTubing and streaming and stuff. It's very much a hobby for me, so I don't really have the time that a lot of the YouTubers can put into things. But yeah, and so I am enjoying it. And so that slight sort of twist there that you've got this sort of extra thing going on is quite interesting. But it's a long way off that. But yeah, but we could do, for example, blue data shards and at least see what that's all about, because that's our next tech. But yeah, I had thought I'd queued up like loads of the white cubes, but it turns out some of the stuff is really quite expensive. So no, I'm nowhere near it. But yeah, there's plenty I could unlock and start playing with, but whatever pointers are. I would say they're sort of I think the idea of them is so that you can quickly see, this is where I'm making blue shards, blue cubes rather, on the map, because a lot of buildings, they do look slightly similar. It'd be nice to be able to sort of colour them in, basically, to code them that way. There you can tell what's going on because it's got it on the top of the building. Isn't it? Is that wrong? Am I thinking that there's one thing? It like shows you what you're making. Yeah, so like these have little symbols on the side showing you what's going on in the building. There you go. So you got little flag showing it's your bot production. I don't even know if I need to keep still sticking them in. When I'm doing the cubes, would it be better to rebuild all this and do cubes rather than bots? So I can't actually remember what they're for. Great, we'll be checking it later. The tech tree seems fun. Yeah, it's quite extensive. So I was quite surprised. This is as far as I can zoom out. And there is a lot of stuff on it. A lot of it's, like upgrades. So this is just saying expand your available freighter fleet by 2 units. So it's sort of, these are buffs to, it's not new buildings all the way along that particular strand of it. But so there are plenty of buildings and a lot that I haven't unlocked. But yeah, you get a lot. So the basic stamper, processes 15, and then this turns it into 30. So it just and it's not like Factorio where it's a second building. I think there is that though. Your advanced assembler where it can do 3 modules at the same time. Maybe there's a 4th one. I don't know. Maybe mech core facility. There you go. So it feeds into that. But yeah, so there are some higher level buildings, but it's very much so I don't know if you played the demo, but it's very much tear it all down and rebuild and design like that, very much around shapes is sort of similar where these resources aren't limited, and you just, if I literally deleted all of this and started again, it wouldn't matter, which I should do because a lot of this is horribly inefficient. If we put the efficiency layer on, you see there's lots of red and yellow buildings, so I could make all that a bit more efficient and process more of the stuff that I'm making more efficiently. I could also unlock more islands. I am curious, if I'm totally honest. It's a little potentially problematic. in that. Because there must be yellow as well. Whoops. We've got... Can I find... Has this got yellow on it? Because say... It talked about multiple colours. I've only actually seen... Like the blue... Because this is like the blue resource. Blue nodes. So can we see yellow? In fact, unless that's mixed together, is it? Which way is... Ah, there is yellow there as well. Okay, so yellow's like these mushroomy things. Okay. Because I don't want to spend me tickets. I mean, you can get more. You know, it's not limited in that way. It's just... I was just like... I wanted to see if I could unlock... How many islands I could unlock. And I might as well unlock one that's useful. So if we maybe try and... Because you have to do them in order, basically. You know, I can't just go over here and unlock that island. You've got to do sort of that one. Spend one expansion permit, okay. And now I can unlock this one. Which has got the yellow on it, has it? No, I've imagined that. It's this one. This one's got the yellow on it. And that also costs 1, okay. So it looks like the things all cost 1. I'd sort of assumed that the bigger ones and the ones further out might cost more tokens, which may be true, but maybe they are all just 1. But you get these, they're very easy. Well, you can get them by doing the challenges. As I say, it looks like these get easier as you get more buildings. Particularly like, you know, that stampy one would have been a lot easier. Ah, here we go, you see. So it is worth continuing to deliver the bots. Because that gives you more of the XP, which is the thingy. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think I'm going to knock it on the head there. I say I won't be streaming again this weekend. Because I've got far too much to do. Let's just save that. Got a new yeah, I might as well just overwrite it. Cool. Put it on there. Oops. Pop my schedule up. Hopefully that's come through. I say that I don't have a schedule anymore. I used to stream Saturday and Sunday, but I enjoyed doing so. If you've never encountered me before, I do like really weird videos on Factorio, basically, where I attempt to explain the lore for Factorio, even though it's a game without any lore. That's kind of my current whole deal. The plan, what I started doing, where when I started properly doing YouTube as a hobby, was I do Friday Facts read-through videos and like detailed analysis. Everyone used to do like quite high-level summaries. That sort of became the thing. They try and compress the entire Friday Facts down into a 10-minute thing and give their opinions on it, sort of thing. Whereas I went completely the opposite direction. So I'd take a Friday Facts that was 100 words long and turn it into a 2-hour. I'm exaggerating, but whacking great analysis video. And in theory, those are coming back. So they've said that maybe they'll do some more for version 2.1. Because 2.1, I think, for Factorio is going to be properly introducing new things, properly changing stuff. So they're going to probably do some more of those. So if that happens, that will become my regular streaming. So I will still do the videos. But what I'm planning on doing is, like on the Sunday, do a kind of special let's chat about the Friday Facts stream. So my video will have gone live. I'll go back to crunching to get the video out on the Friday or Saturday, and then we'll do like a special stream chatting about that. So that's the only planned or scheduled thing I've got, really. Everything else at the moment is just if I fancy doing it. I'd quite like to stream this again. I'd quite like to make more progress myself though as well. Just play it, because it is quite fun. So maybe I'll just play a bit and then wherever I am pick up a stream, because this game actually launches on the 2nd, I believe. I don't know what time, but on the 2nd this week. But I won't be able to stream this weekend, as I say, and I'm meant to be going away to see family over the Easter weekend, which is next weekend for us. But I might do it on the Tuesday when I'm back and I got nothing else to do. But yeah, so say this is kind of it for now for me streaming this game, and everyone will have it by the time. I'm sure you'll have all overtaken me and already built more than me by the time I stream it again. But yes, that's kind of it in terms of my scheduling. It's just random streams whenever. I'm also going to change where the streams are, so I'm going to stop doing restream. I'm just going to stream to Twitch. So if you want to watch streams by me, I'm saying that, but the Friday Facts I will probably put, on both again. But in terms of any other streaming, I will just go to Twitch, I think, directly. So if you want to watch live, they're usually about this sort of time, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock UK time. We switched to British Summer Time on Sunday. But around this sort of time of day, so it's usually just me whittering on. So if you want some droning English bloke in the background, then perfect stream for you. What was I going to say then? Yes, so what I'm doing, I'm just going to stream live to Twitch, and then I've got a separate VODs channel for putting them on YouTube just as an archive for those that want that sort of thing. My YouTube videos have kind of taken off, the lore video analysis I do. For me, it's still tight. I'm still a nobody basically, but they get thousands of views now, so it's actually like detrimental to the channel to do like random streams that only 50 people watch. Not least, I can actually see it in the metrics where people unsubscribe because they're like, why am I following some channel that's doing some random stream and when I just want Factorio lore videos type of thing. So yeah, they will still be available, but I will be putting them on the VOD, the separate VOD channel I've got, which I'm not planning on growing. It's just there as an archive, really, with the exception of, say, that the Friday Facts would probably be streamed to both because people are interested in that. I'll be honest, the big reason for the change is that I used to really enjoy chatting about what the Friday Facts had said in the streams. When that stopped, I just ended up, sat on the, sat here whittering on about it, basically. But yes, so I think that's it. Yeah, random streams whenever. If Friday Facts returns, they'll be regulars. Otherwise, it'll be basically just streaming to Twitch with VODs archived on a separate YouTube channel. So there we go. So that's it for me for today. If you have been watching, I hope you enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Modulus. Thanks for watching. Cheers.